All right, guys, let's go ahead and do a message for Pisces. I have to take my little girl somewhere in a minute, but can I just go ahead and say, whoever's going to resonate with this message, I am so fucking proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I don't know what this is. Oh, there's a song. I'm so proud of you. Oh, that's awful. There's a song called Proud of You. I don't know if it's called Proud of You, but yeah, I'm very proud of you for this. Well, we'll read about it. I wrote 2 pages, front and back, for you guys. Absolutely beautiful. Some of you, this isn't your message, though. It's a message for somebody who's connected to you. Maybe we got cross watchers here, things like that. But this is a message about somebody who is being completely and brutally honest with themselves. They are accepting something. They are coming to terms with it. And it could be anything. It could be, hey, I need to... It's somebody who's getting a grip on something. Like, I'm going to use myself as an example, because this doesn't have to be in romance, but I do feel it's stronger than anything here. Somebody's getting a grip on something when it comes to being honest with themselves about a connection with another. That was a mouthful. Sometimes I talk really fast. Like me, with my eating disorder, ever since I had that esophagus stretching, a week and a day ago now, I've done really well. Like, I haven't relapsed with my eating disorder. So, because I've put it in my head, and I've already overcome alcoholism and smoking and self-harm and all that sex, So, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I feel like I've gotten a grip on it, because I had to get honest with myself and say, listen, bitch, we can't do this anymore. We can't do this anymore. We can. But you know what's going to happen to us if we do. Okay? So, right now is the time. This is about, when I say brutally honest, I mean brutally honest. This is somebody who's being honest with themselves and realizing that no matter what the sacrifices they have to make, no matter the pain they're going to have to go through, it's about being honest with ourselves and being real with ourselves. After having spent a long fucking period of time, and long is an understatement, a long period of time in almost like this being captive, but being our own captives to something, because we just had to realize that we always had the key. It's like the movie Sucker Punch, and I do reference that when this comes up, because he says that, the man in the movie Sucker Punch, he tells them they always had the key or something like that. That's the key. The key that's setting someone free here is their honesty. Probably more so being honest with themselves about something. It's not necessarily about being honest to other people. Now, that can also set you free. But I don't feel like that's as big here. Now, in being honest with oneself, they may have to be honest with another, and that may be what does it. Like, I'm not happy anymore. I want to leave you. Make it sound easy. It's not easy, and it won't be easy, but it will be easy once somebody realizes that I'd rather be honest with myself and be happy than do all this, feel this way. I've been doing all this for what? So let's read a little more that I wrote. Somebody's realizing how truly unhappy they are and how unstable something is, and therefore may be preparing to make some changes, where they know changes are going to occur, or they are making the changes, or the changes are going to occur due to them being honest with themselves. This could be you, again, somebody you know, or it could be in reverse, however. These may not be easy changes, but they are necessary for someone to be able to walk away from something, or even a connection with someone that is truly unfulfilling. Unfulfilling. Do you think an eating disorder is fulfilling in any way? No, it's an illusion of fulfillment. Like, legit. Only for a minute it does something chemically to the brain, and it's like, oh, it feels good. Do you think that when I self-harmed that was actually fulfilling me? No. For a moment, it took all the pain and the emotional sorrow and pain that I was feeling out of my head, right? And put it in a spot where I was hurting and bleeding. Just being real. That's what it was for me. But it was an illusion of actual help. It wasn't fucking helping me. No, it was causing more harm, right? The smoking, for a minute I'd feel real good, and then less than an hour later, it started to get more and more and more. I was smoking like 2 packs a day, right? And now, this is not to knock anybody who does any of these things. That's your journey. But I'm just using myself as an example, because what better way to kind of convey a message I'm getting for whoever is taking on this change than to use myself as an example. I'm a perfect example of Change does happen, but it only happens once we're honest with ourselves. What is the saying? I heard this in AA. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. That's facts. That goes for fucked up relationships too. Yeah, goes for everything. Places we no longer should be working at because we're not getting what we deserve. We're not getting treated the way we deserve to be treated. We're getting taken advantage of. We're getting overlooked, or we're just spinning our wheels. We're wasting our time. It's not healthy for us. Not a healthy environment. Not healthy for our body. It's time to move forward. And someone here is like, I'm so fucking done. Like, it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel so damn good. You know how good I feel? Not for a damn second in this week and a day have I been like, you know what? I think I kind of miss bulimia. No, actually, I don't. It feels good to eat again. Now I'm taking it slow. Obviously, I'm not eating as much because I'm eating more like kale and stuff, just so I don't like get too full. But I think it really, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but not for me, because I had to do it the same with alcohol and cigarettes and everything. For me, it's like a switch in my brain, okay? It's like I can put it in there, but I have to be determined, right? Only if I'm determined. Nobody else can fucking tell me to do it. It has to be me. So I put it in my head and I'm like, bitch, we're doing this. I don't care if you are, like, I almost like prepare myself to go through the pain. Like when I did ayahuasca, I prepared myself. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna feel. And I shit like every 5 minutes, really. I was always in the porta potty. Like, I'm not kidding. I shit so much, it was like I was doing a fucking colonoscopy, right? And which I have done. Not fun, but I had a wonderful experience. Even pooping, it wasn't bad. Like, I'm not kidding, other than my ass was raw because I shit the whole weekend. I had to hydrate a lot. I did a video on that, but I shit like a whole lot. Combo. Frog medicine, frog poison. I've done 2 videos of that, 2 or 3 videos on that on here, on YouTube. That's awful. Shit, puke, all of it. And then you're poisoned. You know, it's medicine. It's got a lot of, like peptides and shit, but you're poisoned, so you got to prepare for the pain, you know. But it's like, we got to be fucking real with ourselves. We need to cleanse. We need to get rid of this shit. I can't do this shit anymore. I cannot do this shit to myself. Some of you, it's lifestyle changes. Some of you, it's partner changes. Some of you, it's whatever it is, it's being real with ourselves. Or you are connected to a person, or you're connecting to one right now. Maybe, hi, are you new? If you're new here, I am a mess in progress. I'm a mess in progress. That I am. And I will forever be. Till I leave this planet. And hopefully don't come back. I mean, it's been swell. It's been a great experience here. But I don't know, man. It's an interesting life. I'll tell you that. And it never gets easier. But there are aspects and parts of it that does. And really, the first cut is the deepest. And then after that, it's kind of like, I can fucking do this. I can do this. The first time I did frog medicine, I left my body. Like, I actually passed out. I looked like I died, really. She even said that well, you just have to watch the video. It's a lot to explain. I lost consciousness. And you can see it in the video. You can see the moment I leave my body. It's pretty intense. But the second time, I didn't. And I didn't because I was able to focus and breathe through it. It was not easy. I'm not making this like it was easy. No, there's not a part of when you do anything like that that's easy. It's never easy. It doesn't matter if you do it the first time, the 50th time. It's never easy. But you're more equipped and more prepared. So that's what I'm saying. The first time you do something, it is going to be hard. But I've already overcome fucking alcohol and smoking, and now I'm celibate. It doesn't mean I won't ever have a partner again, you know, and be in love and all that. But just for now, this is what I'm doing for now. It's like a whole total fucking reset is what I'm doing. Because I want to. Because I motherfucking want to. Right? Because I felt like I needed it. I was just on an awful, you know, this could be like a purge or a cleanse. Somebody here could be really doing it for their diet or their health. Or they could be snip, cutting somebody out of their life for their health. It's like, I can't do this to myself. I'm done. I can't be in these conditions. I can't do this in my life. I can't do this to my family. Like, I'm ready. This is like, wow. You see what I'm saying when I say I'm proud of you? So I use myself as an example again, because I want you guys to know I relate, and whatever it is personally for you, you're a badass. You're a fucking badass. And are people gonna talk shit? Yeah, people are gonna talk shit. Yeah. Are people gonna try to weaponize your past against you? Yeah. Yeah. People gonna try to stop you. People gonna have lots of things to say. People gonna do this and that, and that. You can't worry about other people. If These are the same people who aren't trying to change their own lives. They're too busy in yours to work on theirs. And we've talked about that several times before. No, this is you. You've decided, and you're absolutely going to succeed. You put it in your mind, anything you put in your mind and you're strict enough on, and you're dead set on it, good luck anybody getting in your way. Determination is a motherfucker. This is about a person who is being honest with themselves, who is being logical, may even have an internal question of, what am I really doing all this for? Or why am I doing any of this, period? Why am I still here? Why am I still holding on when this is all I get? Why am I not even happy at the end of the day? Or why am I holding on when I'm not even happy at the end of the day? Why am I still repeatedly doing something when it's not actually helping me? Or why am I still repeatedly holding on to a person when this is, I'm not happy. I'm fucking miserable, man. Like, I might as well be lonely alone or miserable by myself. And then you realize you're not miserable and you're like, I kind of like this shit. This is fun. Well, I'll be damned. Except for, you won't though. What we've been doing is being damned. No more. This could be someone who's also preparing to let go or change anything. Yeah, we already discovered that. Again, this could be someone who's going through a lifestyle change, a habit change, a work situation, living situation, relationship, spiritual even. Could be anything like that. This may be someone who's realizing they've been the one true person in their way of their happiness. Nothing else. It's an illusion. They have the power. That's kind of like when, who is it? Is it Glenda that says that to Dorothy, where she says, my dear, you always had the power. Something like that. But yeah. You do. Yeah. We may not be able to change certain things, but we can change the way we look at them. It starts kind of there, you know? And that's what you're doing. Like, oh my God, this is so invigorating. I just want to reach through the camera and give you a hug. I'm not kidding. Whoever's watching me, whatever, you know. Like, this takes some real balls. This takes some real guts. And prepare for the fucking turmoil, because you're going to get it. Yeah. And I mean, even not just from other people, but you're going to get it yourself. The side of yourself that's gotten used to whatever it is you're breaking away from. It's going to try to pull you back in and use excuses and be like, oh, just, you know. Like, the first year of me getting sober was awful. Awful. Oh, God. Because, especially the first so many months. Because my body was trying to tell me, you know, we're bored. I didn't realize, like, how bored I would get without alcohol, because I always had alcohol with me. Like, how do you function without alcohol when you're used to drinking? How do you function without a cigarette when you're used to functioning with nicotine? How do you function without self-harm? How do you function? How do you function without a partner, which would be the sex thing for me? I mean, you don't get in a relationship and not have sex with them. There was a point in being in a relationship. So I had to cut out relationships. Thus, the sex. Everything. For me, personally. You don't realize, or at least I did not, coming from an I place, I did not realize, you know, my mind can have something made up. And then my body, and then my ego, and then the side of me that got spoiled to me using that thing, and maybe it's an entity. Maybe it's an entity attachment. I really think it is. I think my alcoholism was an entity attachment, a demonic attachment. I straight up tell my family this all the time. I think my chain smoking was smoking period for me. For me, I'm just coming from an I place. This is not me saying anything about anybody who does anything. That's your life. You do what you want. This is my journey. I'm just telling you guys, again, to relate. I want my words to get twisted here. So, well, you get the point. All of it. It's demonic attachments to me. Yeah, I was like completely possessed. Not the type where you're like going down the stairs backwards and your head's rolling around going, Mommy! Not that. Okay. But it was killing me. Yeah. Do you think those little bastards wanted me to live? No. No, it saw my insecurities and it fed off of them. It's still, it's every day. You know what I mean? But in different ways. It comes through in different ways, and you're never out of the clear. I mean, you're never completely in the clear. You're never fucking healed. You may be healed through certain things, but you always still gotta have your guard up a little bit. And it's not in like a paranoid sense, but you always gotta be prepared that there's gonna be these little tests that are thrown at you, you know what I mean? And just to see if you've actually really changed, or if you're really prepared to let go, or are you really different? You sure? And that's when you stand up before whatever it is. The temptation, the fishing hook trying to reel you back into whatever it is that you've already made up your mind about and you've already moved on from, and say, back down, motherfucker. Back down, bitch. It has no choice but to back down. And it'll come through people. It'll come through other people. Yeah. Oh, yes. Gonna get it all. So prepare. It's about to be a fucking nightmare, but it's gonna be a fun nightmare because your mind is like powerful now. You've always been powerful. Somebody here just didn't realize it. You know what I mean? Like, we think we need certain things until we realize, no, the fuck we don't. We were born with everything we needed. Really. We're actually very powerful. Have you guys ever done breath work? If you ever do breath work, you will see how incredibly powerful you are. Your breath can, just your breath alone, I'm not kidding. Your breath alone can make you have an orgasm. Your breath alone can make you have an out-of-body experience. Your breath alone can get you through poison. Okay? And obviously the poison eventually has to come off. I mean, there's other factors as well. Like, let's not be, we're not in psychosis here. What I'm saying though is your breath is powerful. You are powerful. There's a lot we can do that we don't give ourselves credit for. We have a lot of crutches in this life, and we don't even realize it. Like, we don't. And I mean, there's so many I probably don't even know right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still learning about myself, and where I went wrong is I tried to stop everything at one time. That's why it's been hard for me, like the hardest for me to overcome my eating disorder, because and there's been times that I don't think I've overcome it if I've gone back to it. You know what I'm saying? So the eating disorder is the one that's been the hardest for me. And I think, well, this lady put it into perspective for me the other day, and maybe that's something here. Someone's put something into perspective here, and it's helping change your mind, helping you see. Vice versa, you could be the one putting something in perspective just in general. It's not by telling someone what to do. Perhaps it's about sharing your own experience, and that's helping someone see, it for themselves. Vice versa, either way, the doctor, I broke down to her. I really did. I broke down, and I was like, I don't want to suffer with this anymore. And that's when real change happens, when we're tired. Sucks we got to get to that point, at least for me, because I'm a stubborn bitch. But really, that's awful. I wish that I could just learn a lot faster than that. Maybe I will, hopefully, here on out for the rest of the remainder of my days here. But anyway, she was so loving and non-judgmental, and she was like, this is why you never really overcame your eating disorder. Because you tried to do it at the same time you were quitting everything else. And so you did too much. You were doing too much, and that's hard on anybody. Like, right? You see that nurturing. She was being very understanding. I really feel like she was probably another angel that came to visit me. I mean, obviously she's a person, but I feel like my guide or my angels or an ancestor came through her. I'm not kidding you. Well, some people might disagree. That's fine. You have your view, I have mine. But it's happened more than once. Like, why am I still here? I don't know. I think it's a miracle. I think I've had a lot of miracles. Overcoming alcohol, all of it. What the fuck is happening here? I don't know. But I'm not going to question it too much. Like, I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. I'm very fucking thankful. And I'm very blessed. And that's another part of how we are able to, set our mind and everything, but then see it through, is being grateful for where we are and thankful that we see it, that we have the discernment finally. It's like a second chance. Now is when we really don't want to fuck up. Because then we're really in danger once we see something's a problem and then we ignore it. I'm very proud of you. Very. I'm not gonna cry. Stop it. I'm not. I talk to myself. It's fine. Well, they say it's like a sign of intelligence. I don't know. It could just be me wanting to make myself feel better, but they say. So now this is somebody who plans to change their life, is currently, or maybe you guys have already implemented these things and you're doing it now, or someone you know is. Honesty is what's going to be what cuts a person down, okay, from the trap that they've been in. And the demons will scurry. They will panic. They will need a host, something to latch onto. But because your vessel will be clear and clean and prepped for newness and rebirth, they won't be able to attach. But it's like a daily thing, you know what I mean? It's daily. It's like before you go into surgery and they put that iodine on you or whatever it is, kind of like that. You're being washed clean with hyssop and iodine. I don't know why I'm seeing this, but you notice something I've been noticing in videos lately, because I watch a lot of music videos. I'll try to screenshot as many as I can find. There's plenty more that I'm probably not gonna think of off the top of my head. I should have been doing it the whole time, like, because it's been standing out to me. I'm like, this is odd. I mean, maybe this has something to do with the video, but there's like this, I've been noticing it a lot, where in videos they either have a pool of dark water, a circle of dark water, okay, or this black goo that they either wash their hands in, or it's coming on their face, their eyes, their feet. They like bathe in it. Megan Fox recently posed pregnant, nude, with this black goo all over her. And well, I'll find all the ones that popping off the top of my head, and I'll put them up here. I don't know what that means. I just found that interesting. I don't know why I'm bringing it up now. Maybe there's something to that. Maybe all it means is that you guys are going to start seeing some shit that you didn't notice before. It's going to start really, it's going to be like a fucking light flashing on the vehicle in front of you, but it's nighttime, so it's even more piercing because it's like night, so your eyes are trying to adjust to the darkness and all the lights are bright, and then the vehicle in front of you or beside you or on a building is flashing. I mean, they really should watch that shit, because that could send somebody into a seizure. But you know, the lights are just flashing, or maybe perhaps it's Christmas lights, or perhaps it's like literally lights, or a light that's going out, or a light that's like got a short in it, or it's just a flashing fucking light, or an emergency vehicle light, or a construction light, or it's just a flashing fucking light, or a gas station light. Some sort of light flashing I'm seeing. Light flashes, and I got that not long ago, light flashes. Someone could also get hot flashes here, some sort of flashes of something, but it could be like flashback. And it could just be where something is just, it could be someone's angels coming through saying, pay attention. There's been a lot of planes that have passed since I've done this video. Anyway, let me finish. This is incredible. I am like, what a nice message. I'm so glad. I am so glad. This about damn time for us. You know what I mean? About fucking time. This is great. It's almost like your angels, or whoever the fuck you believe in, is waiting, I'm about to sneeze, at the door for your arrival and saying, welcome home. Welcome fucking home. They've just been waiting on you to see this about yourself, or waiting on you to see this change needed to happen. They're just waiting. They're rejoicing. You know what I mean? My alarm's going off. I gotta hurry up. Oh my God. So anyway, this is somebody who's tired of stressing, tired of holding on, tired of the repeats, tired of not getting what they truly want. So now they're going to, okay? This is mostly people, I feel, being honest with themselves more so than being honest with another, but perhaps in being honest with themselves, they have to be honest with another. We've talked about that. I also heard it's about doing what's best for me, or I will be stuck this way forever. Even if this person is going to have to make major sacrifices, they are going to do it in order to take their life back. And for some of you, this might even be someone who's finally cutting another free. Like, maybe you've been able to tell for a while that somebody doesn't really love you or doesn't really appreciate you. If this is your message, could be reversed. Doesn't really care, whatever. And you may be like, okay, bye. Whereas maybe we were holding on before, you know? I've been there too. Been there too. Damn near did everything but beg somebody to love me. And, well, they didn't. And I look back, I'm like, wow, I would never do that shit again now. But poor girl, I just want to reach in there and hold her. Like, man, but that just tells me where I was at the time. But anyway, yeah, I did that shit. I straight up did. And, nothing against that person. I'm glad it didn't work out. I'm glad, you know, but now I know to see things sooner on and to not fight it and to not feel like I have to be put through certain things or put myself through it, you know, taking accountability for myself. Why the fuck did I do half the shit I've done? I don't know. Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment or pain or a masochist or just a fucking dumbass. I don't, all of it probably. But I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys for being here with me. What a great message. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.